All right, guys, it's your boy Dominic Rich, and I'm back. I'm just trying to flex my muscle, you know what I mean? When I say muscle, I mean getting back to making daily videos, being creative, talking about different topics, you know what I mean? Not just about matches, but let's talk about defenders today. The most expensive defenders of all time, and no other than my boy Joško Vardiel tops the list. 90 million euros paid by Manchester City to RB Leipzig. He's only 21 years old, I think, and he has done wonders for Croatia. He has done really, really well for Dinamo Zagreb and, of course, for RB Leipzig in his very short career. And to be signed by the best team in the world is a big, big statement. And I hope that Joško Vardiel could fit in seamlessly and do wondrous things at Manchester City, my club. But I'm not just here to talk about Joško Vardiel. Let's talk about the most expensive defenders of all time. Let's start from the bottom of the list. Let's go up and then we'll finish at Joško. So I have the list over here on this phone right here. And I'll be talking about the bottom of the list. Marc Cucurella. Look, players, I think, sometimes make bad decisions. You think about guys like Fred, Alexis Sanchez, who snubbed Manchester City and went to, the various clubs that they went to. Stupid decisions. Sanchez went to United, Fred went to United, and a few other people, players, I should say, snubbed Manchester City. And this is not about people snubbing Man City, but it's about people snubbing Manchester City because Marc Cucurella was heavily linked with a move to Manchester City because we needed a left back badly. And he went to Chelsea. Dumbass. Seriously. Pardon my language. But it's a dumb decision. He went to Chelsea and he has fallen so low down the pecking order after doing so well at Brighton. This guy was a gem at Brighton. First, he was in La Liga, was at Barcelona, kept transferring him to, back and forth, and then he finally left, and we got to see the best of Cucurella. But at Chelsea, total flop. Could he bounce back? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. He dropped so low down the pecking order that Chelsea Academy graduate Lewis Hall was playing ahead of him. That's how low he dropped. So Marc Cucurella definitely been a flop. 65 million euros. Should have joined City. I think Pep would have, honed him a little bit better. Matthijs de Ligt, 67 million from Juventus to Bayern Munich. Well, he appears on the list twice. He's a rare player. Appears on the list twice, and I'm going to talk about him some more when I get to the Juventus part, but let's just say he's in career salvaging mode right now at Bayern Munich. After doing so well at Ajax, oh man. Him and Frankie de Jong, guys like Danny van der Beek were revelations at Ajax. And when he went to Juventus, it didn't work out. But I'll talk about him some more. But I think in his first season at Bayern Munich, he's done reasonably well. And they had to pay a lot of money for him. Bayern Munich, tend to overpay for some of these players, in my opinion. Next on the list, Achraf Hakimi, the Moroccan international, did really well at the World Cup where Morocco got to the semi-final, eventually came fourth. So big up to the Atlas Lions there. But Hakimi is such a talented player, but he's a bit too nomadic for me. All over the place, man. He's gone from Real Madrid to Dortmund to Inter to PSG. I know top clubs. Where else was he? Was he at? He's been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He needs to settle. He needs to find a home and settle and just, have a long career at one club. Stop bouncing all over the place, man. That's the only fault I could find with Hakimi, but otherwise, solid player. Offensively, very, very good. Defensively, it's okay, but much better offensively, in my opinion. And I don't know if he should have gone to PSG, man. Maybe that's a bad call. But Ashraf Hakimi, definitely a top player, still very young, and all that could be fixed. Next on the list, Ruben Diaz, 72 million euros. Look, what more could I say about this player, man? Came into the Premier League from Benfica to Manchester City, and he was a backup option. I don't think he was our first option, and we only signed him because we couldn't sign the player that we wanted. I can't remember exactly who we wanted. Probably Harry Maguire, one of them we wanted, and we couldn't get him. And we ended up signing Ruben Diaz, and he won Player of the Season in his first year. He's won 3 Premier League titles on the trot, and I think that's one of the key for City winning 3 in a row. Ruben Diaz, Champions League final, I think twice with Ruben Diaz, but winners last season, treble winner, FA Cup winner. The man is a champion, you know what I'm saying? And high up the list for Portugal as well. And he's still only 26 years old. So that's money well spent if you ask me. And I think he was one of the most expensive defenders when he did join City back then. So Ruben Diaz, man, very, very good bargain for that money. A lot of money, but you can't say, oh, look at that. City spent so much money and look at what they got. You see what I mean? Next on the list, wait. Hold the brakes there. Lucas Hernandez. When I heard that Bayern Munich paid 80 million for him from Atletico Madrid, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, 80 million? 80 million euros? Lucas Hernandez? He's a good player, but is he that special? I don't know. You see what I mean? And injuries have definitely plagued his time at Bayern Munich. He's been a top player, but still, I don't think he was worth that much. But the reason why they paid that much, I think they needed to pay that kind of money to prize him away from Atletico Madrid. So, Lucas Hernandez, not old, but he's getting up there. I think Lucas Hernandez might be about 27 years old these days. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look that up really, really quick. Lucas Hernandez. But he's always injured, man. That's the thing about him. He's always injured. But a quality player. And he's now at PSG. So, yeah. Bayern Munich, they had to cut their losses as well. And they made 45 million euros the sale to PSG. From 80 million in 2019 to 45 million in 2023. That sounds like a fall off to me, man. He fell off big time, and he is 27 years old, so I was right with that. So Lucas Hernandez fell off big time. Frenchman fell off. Look, and you see the trend here. Most of these expensive defenders fall off, or teams like basically being forced to pay that type of money for players. You see what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a type of a price you want to pay. And if the team says, hey, we want 100 mil, and you only wanted to pay 80, nah, don't pay the 100. Just stick to your price, or just find another defender around that price range or a little bit lower, so you could get bargain for your money. Don't overpay. Never overpay. And you're going to, see some of these players on the list where teams overpaid. You know what I'm saying? You guys didn't hear what I said there, right? Maguire. So, yeah. Next on the list, Wesley Fofana. 80 million euros. Look, man, the kid is talented. He did really well at Leicester City. And maybe the departure of a lot of these players from Leicester led to their ultimate downfall, meaning their relegation. Imagine this team won the title less than 10 years ago. You see what I mean? And they got relegated. That you don't see that a lot. You really don't. Teams that win the title stay formidable for a long time. And Leicester City, guilty of overspending and selling all their best players. Talk about Kante, Riyad Mahrez, Wesley Fofana comes to mind. Who else? Who else did they sell? They've sold a few players. You know what I mean? It's not clicking right now. The departures of guys like Schmeichel. untimely departure. I wasn't expecting that at all. You see what I mean? Guys like Ben Chilwell, Harry Maguire. The names are coming back to me right now. You know what I mean? And the recruitment was, it was so-so. You see what I mean? So, and a lot of injuries plague Leicester as well. You got to blame the training staff. You got to blame the setup for all of that. You know what I'm saying? Wesley Fofana to Chelsea, 80 million. The guy's been injured. 2 ACLs in less than a year. That is crazy. That is crazy. Look, he's still very young. Chelsea could still get bang for their buck. But so far, it has not worked out. Even when he was fit, at times he wasn't even first choice. So, yeah, I know. I think they overpaid. Wesley Fofana forced the move from Leicester as well, which I don't like. Leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. And yeah, they overpaid. Chelsea had to pay that type of money to force him away from Leicester. And he was not worth that type of money at all. Next on the list, Virgil van Dijk, 85 million. And this was about, I think, 2017 or 2018. I think 2018, January 2018, Liverpool purchased Virgil van Dijk from Southampton. And I'm telling you, he has made Liverpool such a good team, a great team. But Van Dijk kind of fell off last season, though. We're not going to lie about that. But with a Premier League title under his belt and a Champions League title under his belt, you could say that he's definitely made himself a very, very successful career at Liverpool. With Virgil van Dijk not so old, I think, I think he could move. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see Virgil van Dijk at another club. Maybe not in the Premier League, but maybe like at a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, maybe one of those Italian clubs, just for a new adventure. You feel me? I'm not trying to weaken Liverpool. I'm just saying another move would be nice. Would he, attract another big money move? I think so. Not Saudi Arabia, though. Don't go to Saudi Arabia. Don't go. But yeah, Virgil van Dijk definitely worth every single penny of that 85 million. Injuries have hampered him. And last season, he was a bit off his game. Let's see if Big Verge could bounce back. Let's see if he'll go back on the verge of greatness. But yeah, definitely a big signing though by Liverpool, and worth the money big time. Look, Matthijs de Ligt again, Juventus, Ajax, 86 million euros. Ooh, Ajax still spending that Matthijs de Ligt money, man. But yeah, he flopped. He flopped. He was supposed to be the heir apparent to the likes of Leonardo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini. Oh man, I'm rusty. But flop, didn't live up to the hype. Juventus, suffered big time. They went through a lull where the likes of AC Milan, Inter Milan, and now Napoli have all risen to the fore, leapfrog Juventus, while guys like De Ligt was at the club, But look, they overpaid. But to be honest, we could say that in hindsight, right? But at the time when they bought him, they had to pay that type of money to get him because strong competition from the likes of, I think, Real Madrid, Barcelona, of course, Man City, Man United, and amongst others. So definitely he was worth the money because of what he did at Ajax and the hype he built up, but did not live up to expectations at all. Guys, also let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below if you think these defenders were worth the money or not. You see what I mean? Or if some of them could still, bring in that money if a team wants to purchase them from their current team. Like let's say Ruben Diaz. Imagine how much a team like Barcelona, Real Madrid, any team would have to pay for Ruben Diaz right about now. Big bucks. So next on the list, Harry Maguire, who was the most expensive defender of all time. And Man United should be ashamed of this. But don't get me wrong though. At Leicester City, Harry Maguire, he was really good. I liked Harry Maguire. For England, for Leicester, I was like, whoa, this guy is good. I like his energy. You see what I mean? He could go up in the box and thump in a header. He was really good defensively. He was really good on the ball, but I don't know what happened since he moved to Manchester United. He's just been goddamn awful. I mean, he's been dog shit. Seriously. That's the word I was looking for, dog shit. Because the amount of own goals, the giveaways, you know what I mean? He's just been terrible. You see what I mean? I think if you have to compile a list of worst high-profile defenders in world football, Harry Maguire has to be in the top 5. Worst defenders of all time for top teams, dead or alive, Harry Maguire is going to be in the top 5. You see what I mean? So he's been linked with a move to West Ham United. West Ham, I hope you don't overpay for Harry Maguire. I'm hearing money like, what, 35 million, 40 million? That's way too much, man. Harry Maguire should be given away for free. Man United should just want to get rid of Harry Maguire. Get him off the books. He's a liability, and we should have never signed this guy. We have regrets, buyer's remorse, big time. And top of the list, guys, Joško Gvardiol. I spoke about him from the beginning. Don't want to draw this video out longer, but all the best, Joško. Most expensive defender in the world. Let's see what he does. He's versatile. I think he's left-footed. He plays left center back. He could play left back. He could play all across the back line if you want him to. He's good in the air. He's a big unit. And I'm excited. I'm very, very excited, man, to see what he does in the blue of Manchester City. Guys, best defenders. Oh, man, I had to work really, really hard. Not best defenders, but most expensive defenders, and some of the best as well. This video has me sweating. One take. As you know, you guys know I love to do it. But let me know your thoughts down below. Are you happy to see me back? I'm back. Just trying to get in the groove. Just trying to get in the mood. But guys, I'm your boy Dom. Let me know your thoughts on these defenders in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video if you haven't yet done so. From your boy Dom. Until next time. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.